Something I hated when I was a player is something that we are getting in abundance in the National Football League right now. We get them at the end of the CFL season. We've even seen some reports that NFL players are hitting up their CFL brethren to find out how you deal with the cold, which says something that players playing the US in January are asking players in Canada how they deal with the cold in November and potentially, I suppose, October. I hated playing in the cold. However, I do think it is mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. Easier said than done. We saw it in Kansas City, where it was the fourth coldest playoff game ever. The high was -4. Buffalo had some crazy weather. They had to postpone a game because of the lakefront snow effect. The effect of that was game was moved 24 hours to Monday because there was a travel ban in terms of people not being able to drive safely. And when they did get to the stadium safely, they just said, sit where you want. We're not digging out all of these old seats with snow. Bring a shovel and get here early, as it is general admission. If I paid good money on the first or secondary market, I would be upset if someone showed up and they're in my snowy seat. But I guess it didn't matter. In terms of CFL cold games, 1993 Western Final is the coldest game ever recorded at -21.3. Felt like -32 with the wind chill, which is really the number we should report because that's what people are actually feeling. That was between Calgary and Edmonton. Now, the coldest Grey Cup was a classic 91 between Calgary and Toronto. The game was hosted, of course, in Winnipeg. Surprise, surprise. Temperature was -16 with the wind chill, feeling like -35. God did not plan for us to be out here playing in those temperatures.
Man. You really ask yourself those questions in those weather.
Yeah, well, what you're doing it for? You're doing it for the playoff bonus is what you're doing it for.
My goodness.
Now, that game is often remembered for Rocket Ismail scoring that iconic punt return TD, and some fans were throwing snowballs at your boy and beer cans at your boy when he was running. What's the coldest game you ever played in, whether it's high school, university, or pro?
I don't think there's any surprise. It was 100% when I was
in Winnipeg.
AKA
Winterpeg.
Yes. Right. And it was my rookie year, DB. It was my rookie year. And, I'm just enjoying I'm trying to figure out my first year experiences and first playoffs. And I'm thinking, okay, this is great. So we're playing the Hamilton Tiger Cats in Winnipeg. This is actually my Canada ends. Only the older guys can remember this. But
because it was literally just a wind tunnel.
Oh,
the way it was set up.
Goodness.
Two huge stands on either side and nothing breaking the wind in between.
And you talk about mind over matter, DB. I had some of the OGs, the vets, the Odell Willises and our running back Chris Garrett. I remember them coming out for warm-ups. I'm layering up. I'm like, man, I'm not trying to freeze out there.
How many layers? How many layers?
I had about 4. Did it slow my Madden speed down? Yeah, a little bit.
The scuba suit?
Oh, yes, indeed. I was just trying to survive. And so I'm out there and I see these guys coming out.
Hand warmers?
100%. I had everything that was offered to us. Absolutely.
Balaclava, the ski mask?
I had it all. Ski mask plus a hat when I get to the sideline. I had everything.
It looks like he's about to rob somebody.
Listen, I'm actually born in Africa. I'm gonna let you know that right now. I was born in Africa. My blood wasn't meant to be in that type of weather. But you know what? You talk about that extra check. You talk about the playoffs. You talk about the Grey Cup. You talk about what we play for. I had to go out there. And so this is my first experience in the coldest game of my life in Winterpeg. These guys are coming out. You talk about mind over matter. I remember like it was just Odell Willis, no shirt for warm-up with a hand warmer. I'm like, why are you coming with the hand warmer if you're coming out with no shirts on?
Right.
And they're running around and warming up. I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. But like I said, that's 100%. I can't remember what the temperature was, and I'm surprised that it's not up there as far as the coldest games in CFL history, but it felt like -40. I'll tell you that. It felt like -40. I got to look it up again, but it was absolutely extremely cold. It was some cold weather advisory. And I'll say this, I have to talk about this story. One of my cousins, he went to University of Brandon and he played basketball over there, but he came to that game. He came to watch the game. I got him tickets. He came, he said, Henoc, man, thanks for getting me, out here. And he came after the game. I come up to him and say, hey, how did you enjoy the game? I know it was kind of cold because your boy, if I'm not on the field, I'm right by the heater. That was my life. I built the house right by the heater. So I asked him after the game, how's the game? I know it was a cold one. He said, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't even watch the game. I was in the bathroom the whole time because it was the warmest place in the stadium. I said, I was debating if I should be mad at him, but I was like, you know what? I can't. But that's how cold it was. People were enjoying it. I don't know how, but they did. And when people from Winnipeg love their football, and it was absolutely loud, and we ended up winning the game too.
So there are some things in life that are regional, and there are some things in life that are cultural.
Yes.
And I don't know if this one's regional. Like if you live in an area of our beautiful country where you need to plug in your car,
yes,
so that it works in the morning,
that's a problem.
That's a different life. That's not for me. But I'll tell you for damn sure it is cultural, because I was born in this country, but it doesn't matter. The Jamaican blood stays, and I hate with a capital H being cold, playing cold in my house with a Google Nest right there where I can adjust the temperature. I'm still under a blanket.
I'll say this though. It is a mental toughness thing. Like I said, I think you hit the nail on the head when you talk about mind over matter. And clearly, I wasn't mentally tough my rookie year as I was 2 years ago in the 2022 Grey Cup Finals, where it was absolutely freezing, but I decided to go outside in no sleeves as well. I had a shirt on, no sleeves, but definitely my rookie year, 2022 Grey Cup Finals, was probably two of the coldest games I've ever been associated with.